Certainly what I've been agitating for along with Focus Ireland and with Sister Stan is that the HSE would conduct an audit, and what Focus Ireland had found is that 2/3 of the children leaving care end up homeless within 2 years of leaving care.
Don't make the point, but that judges were implicated in this abuse as well.
Yes.
And there's no getting away from that. Now, it wasn't just judges. You'd have to think that there were a lot of GPs visited these institutions, saw the injuries that were inflicted on many of these children, and they did nothing. Never blew the whistle. Of course, the Department of Education did nothing over the years. You'd wonder about the ministers for education over the years. What were they doing? And when you go through the catalogue of people who were implicated in all this stuff, this is a terrible indictment of this society.
Yeah, I think it's one of the key points, that there isn't an element of our society that can simply stand by and say, well, we didn't know and it was nothing to do with us. There are varying degrees of responsibility, and accountability needs to be owned by those who are responsible. But we need to reflect on the fact that this was a system that was created by our society, supported by our society. People knew what was happening in Golden Bridge. People on the street knew what was happening in Golden Bridge and in Artane and other places. Children were threatened that if they didn't behave, they'd be sent there. Well, if it was a good place to be where children were cared for, why were they threatened with being sent there if they didn't behave?